Boom. This is not, I repeat, this is not the time to rush into any situation with anybody, okay? Because Spirit is saying here, and it might be, a specific situation. I feel like it's definitely a specific situation. Just because Spirit is saying that there's something that sparked your interest, okay, or that you may be passionate about. This could be a person, place, or thing, okay? And if it ain't happened yet, it's gonna happen in the near future. All right. There's something that's really sparking this passion within you. But Spirit is saying that even though you passionate about it, okay, even though this spark is happening, that a patience is required here, okay? Because we know that with passion, I have a Leo ascendant, okay? So I have that thing too, right? It's like when you're passionate about something, you can just rush right in, right? Rush right in without finding out the facts. Rush right in without looking left or right, okay? Rush right in without checking the temperature. Rush right in without making proper assessments. And so Spirit is saying this is not the time to rush right in without making proper assessments and all that just because you're passionate about it and you excited about it. Okay? This is the time to require a little patience because Spirit is saying that if you rush right in, more than likely you're going to be going through some sort of emotional loss, okay, because there's certain truths that you're unaware of, okay, that come with this. And so this could be down to a situation, it could be a job offer, it could be a specific relationship with the person, going on a specific trip. There's something here where it's like Spirit is, I'm hearing the word elusive, okay? You need to make sure that you have all the facts, you understand every avenue, every direction, okay? You need to make sure you understand everything before you rush through on this passion, because if you don't hear, that can lead to some sadness later. Now that doesn't mean that things won't work out. It just means that if you put something on a pedestal based off of passion, it's all so exciting, right? And then you realize, oh, there's actual downside, because everything has a downside, right? And so that's the vibe I'm getting from Spirit, is like, you need to understand the full picture, full circle, the upside and the downside. You need to have the full truth before you really get into the situation. So that way you're making a very much informed decision, okay? You're making a very much knowledgeable decision, okay? You're making a very much strategic decision, a decision from having clarity, a very clear decision. You get what I'm saying? But if you just rush right in based off of passion, now you're making the decision just because something feels exciting at the moment, but then you gotta think clearly here, okay? There's something here about thinking clearly being necessary. Tell us more here. Yep, see, solitude. There's a need to sit back and reflect on what it is that you really desire, what it is that you really want, what it is that's going to fulfill you. Then you also need to sit back on what this offer really is, okay? What does it come with? What are the pros and cons, the ups and downs, the good and bads? What's the dark and the light side of it? Okay, what does it require? What will it give to you? What will it take from you? What's the exchange? Okay, so Spirit is saying here, as you look at this opportunity, this offer, it's important to take a good amount of time reflecting here so that you can see the truth of the matter as well, because you got to look at the truth from both angles, because what seems like a good opportunity to one might not be a good opportunity to the other, right? So say for instance someone's like, oh, I'm gonna fly you to New York and you got this new movie contract, and it's just like, oh, okay, right? Now to somebody that can sound like a dream, but to someone else it might not be. Be like, well, do I really want to do that? Well, I kind of just want to be home living by the countryside, living a quiet life. If that's your perception, then of course that's a major con of being in the limelight. So there's something here where Spirit is saying you need to be assessing here as you make this decision, because your heart's going to lead you in the right direction to what it is what you really want. And the solitude is also coming as well, because Spirit is saying here that when it comes to this, you need to face your shadow. So this means in solitude, you're able to face you, okay? Versus getting outside energy, opinions, and all of that in the midst. because they're going to give a different perception, because like I just said, what's good for one is not good for other, right? So you could be like, oh, well, I'm deciding to turn down this big job and going to New York, and somebody else could tell you lost your mind, you're crazy, why would you do that, why would you decline the money, but that's because that's what they want. If that's not what you want, then why would you go for it? You know what I'm saying? You got to decide, what are the reasons that you want to go in this direction? What are the reasons that you want this? There's all types of things where Spirit is saying you need to face your shadow, you need to face who you are, you need to decide, are you willing to make specific sacrifices that come with going in this new direction? Because everything comes with sacrifices. There's nothing that you're going to experience in your life that doesn't have some sort of give and take, some sort of sacrifice, okay? It's like if you want a relationship, you're going to sacrifice and care about somebody else's feelings, wants, and needs, okay? Or else you're going to be real lonely. If you want to get a house, you're going to sacrifice money. You're going to sacrifice doing all types of maintenance and things that it comes with it, right? You want to travel, you're going to sacrifice jet lag, costs, the living without having stability, because you living from pillar to post as you go everywhere, okay? There's going to be a sacrifice with any and everything that you experience. And so Spirit is saying there's going to be a sacrifice with this. And so you need to understand here what it is that you're stepping into, what it is that you want, what it is that you're willing to give or to sacrifice. This is going to be very important. I'm hearing crucial, okay? Crucial, or you're going to find yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. And as I say that, okay, conflict and defeat. If you don't assess properly, you're going to find yourself in a position you don't want to be in. This happened to me when I decided to start doing readings on Groupon. I was already doing it on Etsy. This was years ago, okay? I decided, oh, it looked great. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get all this money, all these new clients, okay? It was a nightmare from beginning to end. Now, I'm not going to say nothing about the exchanges. It just wasn't a matchup in energy for the me and them and all this. But because I didn't really understand the full spectrum of what I was getting into, it would seem like a dream actually turned out to be a nightmare, okay? So this is why Spirit is saying here, if you don't decide and figure out if this is really a dream or if it's a nightmare, if it's in between here, you're going to be feeling very conflicted and defeated. And so sometimes there's certain sacrifices that need to be made, and you got to decide if you okay with that, right? So for me, I love to do what I'm doing. I love to run my mouth, okay? I love to spread knowledge. I love to give awareness to injustices, right? Give warnings, make sure we all good and taken care of. But at the same time, that comes with what? Hecklers, haters, okay? Racism, all types of toxic abuse that I get in the comments, right? But I know that's part of it and I can handle it. But some people, if you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be doing it. You get what I'm saying? So there's something here where there's pros and cons, and you need to decide, can you handle this? Is this good for you? Is it not? Because if not, then Spirit is saying ultimately, you need to sit your butt down and stay back. You need to fall back from it. But if it's something that really works for you, then you can push forward, okay? And so for each person, there's going to be a different story when it comes to that, because there's a different thing that you're going to be working towards and being aware of, assessing, addressing, okay? Tell us more here, Spirit. What needs to come to light right here? Judgment, again, it's all about reflection, okay? The Judgment card is about reflection here, okay? It's about reflection. What is it that you want? Does this match your goals? Look, Spirit is saying, because deep down inside, what you want is an air of stability, that's what most people want. Even risk takers want to feel stable, right? What you really want is an air of stability, but does this give you the stability that you're looking for? Okay? And so this is a time here to have a lot of different ideas about this, to just let yourself ruminate on it, okay? If you need to journal, then journal here. We got a Queen of Swords. Yes, think about it logically. Think about it from a place of your desires. Think about it from a place of stability. It's like you need to think about this from every which direction, and choose the direction which equals a Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is positive movement forward. And only you can say what is positive movement forward for you in your life here in this situation, right? So with that being said, after you make your assessment, you gonna have to be confident in your decision making and decide yay or nay, okay? And so Spirit is saying this is a time for you to be very strong, hunty, okay? Strength is all about a confidence and assertiveness. This bunny is taming this cat, but in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's a woman taming a whole lion, okay? And she didn't need no weapons or nothing. She just did it with her confidence, her assertiveness, her grace. So this is the energy that you really need to be in here. Is all about having your strength to make that decision, make that call, and then stand on business, okay? Stand on it when you make it and go forward. Be willing to make the sacrifices that come with it. Go 100%, okay? Because it's like once you make the decision, you need to stand on it. You don't need to backtrack. You don't need because 9 times out of 10, if you even try to, things are going to be completely different, and it's going to be a whole different scenario at that point. All right, boo? I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. You can like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. If you want to book with me or leave a donation, you can do that linked below in the comments or the description box. Yes, okay? You can also shop for a lot of my cute merchandise. I got cute ass angel number t-shirts. Yes, okay? We got journals, we got manifestation, candles, card decks galore. All ships international. Linked below in the comments or the description box. I'm going to talk to you later, boom. Bye.